Mafia the Old Country was a serviceable game, neither a transformative experience or a complete waste of time, just good enough. Now there will be some spoilers ahead. The story is the main point of the game over any combat or making player decisions, so it feels more like you're watching a movie. It boils down to Enzo being stuck in the middle of a power struggle between the dons of 1900s Sicily.
The setting was cool, and the environments looked great, and the characters were good.
Getting revenge for how he was treated and working our way up in the ranks of the family was satisfying. But the main conflict is that Enzo is in love with his Don's daughter. They must sneak around in order to be together since her father would never approve. But this is a sticking point for me because Enzo saved the Don's life and he said he owed us a great debt, and I'm like, well then that was the moment to ask for Isabella's hand and we just didn't. I also struggled to root for Enzo and Isabella because their relationship was presented as love at first sight that never got fleshed out any further. The chemistry just wasn't there to me, and it felt more like an infatuation than a connection that you would give up your life for.
Felt kind of like a Disney movie, but with less animal sidekicks, and a lot more murder.
And no matter how hard he toils for the family, Enzo will always just be a mine boy to them, even though he didn't choose the life of indentured servitude. But all of that was forgivable until the finale of the game. We knew the volcano was going to be a problem from the foreshadowing, but the game acted like it wasn't even happening in favor of having the whole family fight Enzo as if literal fireballs and ash weren't raining down around us. Like, no one reacted to the eruption in a natural way. And I just think the story didn't need to go full scorched earth either. They could have had Enzo and Isabella fighting their way onto the train and narrowly making it in time, or they could have had it be that they faced hardship once they reached America, like the Don's connections coming after them. Really anything besides the ending they actually chose. As for the gameplay, they gave you a variety of activities to break apart the monotony. We had horse racing, some car racing sequences, one-on-one knife fights, larger scale shootouts, collectibles to hunt for, and some stealth missions. You can also purchase a full stable of horses and cars if you feel like it, which I would have done if we'd had earned more money.
The activities were varied, but none of it really felt fully fleshed out and polished. While the gunfights weren't bad, the aiming felt rather floaty. The knife fights weren't bad, but they also felt slow and rather forced, as very often you went from having a shootout in one moment to suddenly you hit a trigger and it switches to the knife fight. Also, the stealth kills, I ended up turning on the auto button mash in the accessibility settings because it wasn't hard to hit the threshold and it just was getting tedious trying to clear the whole area using stealth.
We finished our main story playthrough in 13 hours, and the majority of the hours spent playing the game were engaging. With all of that in mind, Mafia the Old Country was a 6.5 out of 10 that was a good distraction but not super memorable.